What's up, girl? Holla at your mama.
He's like, feed me peanut butter.
No comment. Alright, I got some new shelves here. My dad brought up. There's selling stuff at my Graham's house, and I don't know what I'm going to do with these yet. If I'm going to hang them on the wall or what. They're two separate cases. I might put them on a workshop. I don't know what I'm doing with them yet. But I brought the Scion back in. The brakes are fixed. That grinding the rust off that bracket, that seemed to do the trick. There's no brake. Last time I had excessive brake dust on that rear wheel, so it looks pretty good. Transmission seems to shift pretty smooth. I'm happy with it. So that Lucas transmission oil seems to be pretty good. I want to get this thing up in the air, and I'm going to take the back wheels off. Me, my brother, and my dad riding this to work. We rotate who drives, but it's a long drive. And my dad sits in the back, and he says it's noisy. There's a lot of tire noise back here. Well, first was the brakes. Then it was probably the brakes again or whatever. But he says there's a lot of tire noise. So I'm going to take the rear wheels off. I'm going to put undercoating in the back wheel wells. And then when it dries, I'm going to do fluid film on a lot of this. And I want to check out some suspension parts and stuff too, because it's got some clunks and rattles and stuff, and I just want to see what all I'm getting into suspension wise. I did see that it has Toyota rear shocks on it, so they are more than likely the original shocks with 160 some thousand miles. Might be worth it for us to put some new shocks on this thing. But I want to check out the front struts, the sway bar lengths, and just the A-arms and stuff like that. Make sure my ball joints are good and all that stuff. Alright, so while that is drying, I want to check out some suspension parts. I want to get this thing up high enough. I have a support bar. Let me show it to you. I have this support bar here, and you can run it up until it hits the suspension or something. And then this right here, when you hit it, it lifts it. I'm going to do that on the suspension parts, see if I can see anything clunking. I looked at the rear sway bar lengths. I don't see anything wrong with them. So it's probably up front. Alright, so I got her up in the air. We're going to spray some stuff with some fluid film here. Sway bar links are buried underneath these plates. I don't see anything wrong with them. Unless it's the links. Ugh, they feel tight. That's tight. I don't know. Maybe we got some ball joint problems. Or it could just be the shocks. Well, I don't know. So, let me get this bar out here. And you got to watch when you do it, because you can lift the vehicle off the lift. You don't want to do that. So after looking at this, got it on the tire so I could lift up on this. I'm not seeing anything out of the ordinary except for the shock. It should go up in a straight motion, and instead it is tilting in. It goes up and tilts in, and I don't think it should be doing that. So I might need a set of shocks. And the springs at an angle, I don't know. It does not look right to me. That's the only thing I can make out of any of this. Axles feel good. The sway bars are tight. The links are tight. Yeah, that's what I'm looking at right now. Oh, there you go. That shock's all wet. So that shock's bad. That's probably it. Right there's some oil off of it. Let's go to the back. That shock's dry, but that could have been dry for a long time. That one's wet. So there's another shock that's bad. So two shocks are bad on this. was kind of suspecting that one of the shocks or two of the shocks were bad. So here in the near future, probably order a strut for the front and shocks for the back. Back shocks are pretty easy. Struts a little bit more complicated, and I don't have a spring compressor, so I'm gonna have to rent one. I don't do them that often enough to buy the tool to do it. So, but now we're gonna load the gun up, my fluid film gun up. I did get another product here, and I don't want to use it yet because somebody paid me to buy this product because they want it on their truck, and he told me I could have what's left. And if it's anything like fluid film, it's not going to take that much. Wool Wax Automotive Undercoating. This is the same formula almost as fluid film, only this has black dye in it. So when you spray the underside of your vehicle, it looks like a brand new vehicle again. It's like you're spray painting it black, but you're also protecting it with this. And this does not dry. It stays a liquid form. And I heard this is a little bit thicker. Now, I haven't opened this yet. Let me open this and see what it looks like. Look at that. Now, to order this yourself, I ordered this on Amazon. It was pretty much 60 bucks. You can get it in the natural color, or you can get it in black. Black is a little bit more money. Not much. I think it's like $8 to $10 more to get the black kind. But if this turns out good, I'll be doing everything with this, because it'll make your vehicles look brand new underneath again. I mean, kind of disguising it, but I mean, still, it'll look good plus protect. Now, here is the products I've been using. I did use some of this spray can. This stuff's nice. It's not as thick as what you get in the jug, but it sprays on and it bubbles up and really coats the area really good. So if you don't want to get a big jug of that, then these work for small areas, but get yourself a sprayer like this on Amazon. I think this was like 16 bucks, $20 max. You load this thing up with that fluid film, and I can coat a whole vehicle, well, almost 2 vehicles with this thing filled up. So I'm going to put some in this right now, and then we're going to spray the underside of the Scion. Okay, so I just fixed a couple other things on this. Reason being, I took the hood off. It needs to get painted, sending it to Jerry's. Also the fender, and I didn't want to spray fluid film while I had this stuff in the garage. Like, I don't want any of that to get on, contaminate my primer. Also, that was flat, so we pumped it up, and I had water in here, so I pumped that out. We're gonna let this dry. Maybe get a couple rags and wipe that out. But let's get this thing up in the air, fluid film it. And this is not all we're doing today. This is all we're doing in the garage. Tomorrow, I'm going to go to Johnny's for a little bit, and we're going to play. I'm going to take some tools. I don't know that I'm going to get anything, but I'm going to look around and, yeah, see what they got up there. The AC leak on the Scion, I'm not going to mess with it right now because it's still working, but it's definitely leaking. The PAG oil is leaking out just a little bit. It's a sensor on the front of the compressor. There must be an O-ring in there bad. I'll get to it sometime, but right now is the AC still working. Not worried about it. Well, that's enough for tonight. I'm gonna get up early tomorrow morning, run my parts to Jerry's, get the motorcycle out, and run to Johnny's. Well, the parts are going to have to sit out here because I brought my wrong key ring, so I don't have a key to get into his shop. So, oh well. Well, good news, bad news on this thing. This air quality sensor that I told you to replace, if you look in there, that one pin is burnt and melted. I just replaced this with a new one, and now my fuse for the air conditioning doesn't blow. It cleared all of my faults for the air conditioning, but we still don't have air conditioning. I can put it in an actuation test, and I can hear the pump running, and I can see the pressures adjusting when the pump starts running, but I'm still not getting cold air, and it doesn't keep it on. It just clicks it on and clicks it off and stuff. But now I don't have any faults for the air conditioning, so I don't know what's going on here. The only faults that I'm still getting are the headlight range, the lane assist, lane change assist, and now I'm getting one for the comfort control module for the radio. So I don't know. I just checked the fuse. I don't have any problems there with the fuses. So back to the drawing board. So it's nice to know we are closer to having air conditioning in that thing. I have no AC faults. I got to figure out. I don't know if something else isn't working. It's not letting the compressor kick on for some reason or another. So we'll have to figure that out. I'm taking the bike to Johnny's. I got all my tools in this side bag. If I get any parts, they'll go in that bag. I also got Bluetooth speakers that I placed in my helmet. Right there is the thing to turn it on, and the speakers are under the pads. You can kind of see one there and one over there. So I'm going to jam on the way to Johnny's and just have a good trip. So I'll see you guys when I get there. Alright guys, no drone today. I didn't bring it with me. Didn't feel like bringing it. But we're going up to the import lot. I need a simple connector. That headlight connector, I ordered adapters. Never even really looked at it. And the adapters for the headlights on those actually have a terminal on them. The ones I got are like adapters to make different types of headlight bulbs fit. And it doesn't make the LEDs fit. So I'm going to go up here and look at some Acuras and see if I can find the right connector. I may have struck out on this trip. I've checked some Hondas. I didn't check that Acura. Was really hard to get to at the bottom. I'm going to go back down and check it again, but that was the only Acura here. They're all cleaned out. So I guess I'm going to go to the top of the yard here and look around, but I really don't think there's any up here. I got a couple Honda. I already checked a couple Honda models and they don't use that adapter. So either I find an Acura up here or I'm out of luck. Well, that is a fail. So now I'm going to go down here to the bottom of the yard, and I really don't think that Acura has the right connector, but I'll go look at it. I don't know if I go down to the domestic yard where they keep some of the SUVs, if there's any Acura SUVs down there. But I have a little bit of time, so I guess I'll go down there and walk around for a little bit.
I came from the mud. There's dirt on my hands. Strong like a tree. There's roots where I stand. Oh, I've been running from the law. Hope they won't shoot me down soon. They sing on a sleepless night. Try to catch me howling at the moon.
Well, we struck out on these connectors, so I'm just gonna walk around and get some footage before I head back. So enjoy.
Won't stop fighting to the very end. Many men try to reach it, many men have failed. Well, if you wanna get to heaven, you gotta raise a little hell. And I've been running from the law. Hope they won't shoot me down soon.
And well, that's the end of our episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. It was fun to walk around Johnny's, but I did not find what I wanted, so that means I'm going to have to order it online. That's alright, we got a whole week. Wait until this weekend, hopefully it gets in. And then, we can slap that in the headlight. We can't really finish this, and Jerry said it's going to take a while for my parts to get painted because he is working on a 2020, some sort of 2020 truck. I can't remember what special edition it was or something like that, so yeah, so it's going to be a little bit of time before I get my parts back. I've been scoping out the co-parts, but I don't really have room. Once this leaves, then yes, I can bring another project and I'll have room for it. But as of right now, I don't really want to squeeze it in here with everything, and it's just, I don't know. I might jump into the dirt bike. I might take a little break from YouTube. I don't really know yet. If you guys enjoyed this video, smash that like button. Consider subscribing. Go check out my merch on my Teespring page. If my videos give you that little tingly sensation and you don't know why, hit that dislike button. And just like all my videos, we'll see you on the next episode of
Alright.
Will you find me? Hope you find me.